So there's no denying that wealthy people do things and think differently than the majority of people on this planet. And specifically, as it defines them, the wealthy people manage their money differently. They make financial decisions and have an entirely different way of thinking about money than everybody else. But even if you're not wealthy, you could still try to manage your money like the wealthy do. And that's pretty much the first step in becoming wealthy. So there's many different ways that the wealthy manage their money, and in this video, I'm going to be giving you 5 different ways that the wealthy manage their money that you can start doing yourself. Number 1, wealthy people forget about instant gratification. Humans are basically wired for instant gratification, we just love it. But evolution made us that way a long time ago before the modern monetary system came about as we know it. So you have to understand that the desire for instant gratification does not help us become wealthy, it hurts us. So it's important to stop making decisions now that might make you temporarily happy, that will stop your chances and hurt yourself in the future. We all get that couple second quick high of buying something expensive and luxurious, but unfortunately buying those things will mess up your future wealth. For example, in my last video when I talked about why you should stop playing the lottery, and if you haven't seen that video yet, it got some controversy, you could take a look at it. You could see the link in the description as well as one of these 2 corners if you're on desktop. I talked about how the lottery will 100% hurt you, and it's something that people play for the thrill of playing, but it won't necessarily make you wealthy, and your odds of becoming wealthy are essentially 0. So when you open your mind to assets as opposed to liabilities, you will realize that these assets will produce for you, whereas these liabilities, you're simply providing money for it. And when you finally make that realization, you will start to see your bank account go up, and you'll stop seeing all the negatives taken out from it. Number 2, the wealthy understand the difference between wants and needs. You may think to yourself or tell your spouse that we need a bigger house, but don't confuse wants and needs. A common mistake that poor people make time and time again is they'll actually confuse wants as needs as a way to justify them. This way, poor people feel better about making a financial choice. Wealthy people truly understand what is a necessity over what you might think is. You have to be blunt with yourself and don't lie about it. You think you might need the newest, freshest designer clothes, but unfortunately that would drain your bank account. And you think you might need that extra bedroom, so you upgrade to a larger house, but it ends up just hurting you in the long term. When you realize and take care of what's truly a necessity, you will then have leftover money that you can go ahead and grow. So when you actually start living below your means and you are able to grow your income and you are investing your money, and after some time you have been able to grow your capital, this way you do have some disposable income, and then you can finally afford some luxuries. But trying to keep up with the Joneses and constantly trying to gratifying yourself, like I mentioned in number 1, will not help you. Number 3, it's no secret that wealthy people invest, but they invest automatically. So there are ways to automate investing, like a deduction from your payroll into a retirement account, which is great, but you need the proper mentality. The mentality of investing is much more important. So as you might habitually brush your teeth in the morning, that's how strongly the wealthy believe in investing. The wealthy people set goals, and so they know exactly how much money they have to invest to reach that goal. One of the many classic ideas of investing, and if you read any old book on investing, you'll probably read this, that you have to save and invest 10% of your income. But as we know, with the rising costs of housing and living, this is probably not going to be enough, and especially with that average income in the United States, it is not going to work. So you have to start trying to save and invest a larger portion of that money, closer to 20-25% at least. If you start by investing as much as you must to reach your goal, you'll then have some leftover money and you can do whatever you want with it. So by making saving a priority, you can't spend more than you can afford to. The important lesson to take away is that you spend less than you make way less. And in addition, it's not just investing automatically into your 401k, but it's that you have more investments on top of that, and you try to save up as much capital as you can. So having a mindset of whenever you make $100, only seeing $80 of it will help you budget your expenses. Number 4, wealthy people know and understand the cost of debt. Poor people may only look at what the monthly payments on a car might be, and that's the only question that they ask. The right question to ask is, what is this car really going to cost me? The right mindset is multiplying the monthly payments by the number of months of the loan on the car. After doing this, you'll see a shocking number that's much more than the original cost of the car, and that's before depreciation, taxes, and other expenses. This is the number that you have to be comfortable with and afford, and better yet, be uncomfortable with, and just keep your old car. Wealthy people factor in any loans that they might have taken out, whether it be a student loan, a mortgage, or a car loan, and put that into their budget and pay that off every month before they can even touch one other item. Right now, interest rates are very attractive and low, but that can change at any moment. And when you start having all these loans that the interest is starting to pile up on top of interest, it becomes a massive amount of money that you simply can't take on. And number 5, wealthy people take advantage of opportunity. Wealthy people know that an IRA like a Roth IRA is tax-free, and so they take advantage of them. And I actually did a whole video showing you why you need to open up a Roth IRA right now. I told you 6 reasons. You can see that link as well as in the description, as well as when you see corners if you're on desktop. And so when an opportunity like that arises, wealthy people take full advantage of it. And so when you do that math, you'll realize how beneficial it is and how much potential hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars that you could be saving. Forget about how much money that you could be making when you invest it as opposed to saving it, but how much money you could actually be making when you put it into a tax-deferred account and watch that money grow, and you don't have to pay a nickel of taxes on it once you sell. In my How to Become a Millionaire video that's on the front page of my channel, you'll actually see how much money that you could be making with investing your money the right way. Managing your money like the wealthy is learnable, and it is not hard. There's many other principles and strategies and tips and tricks that I can give you, but these 5 principles are something that will allow you to be on your way to becoming wealthy. You'll have to make some short-term sacrifices, no doubt about that. You'll have to work hard to earn the money that you invest, but the good news is that there's basic ideas and investing principles that you can easily duplicate, so that way you'll be on your way. And the result of getting wealthy is having an amazing tool that will allow you to do some great stuff in the world and have a blast doing it. And if you can't enforce all 5 of these principles, try to do as many as you can. But with that being said, if you got value out of this video, if you enjoyed it, be sure to smash that like button, give it a big thumbs up, so that way more people can see videos just like this. That just helps with the algorithm. I do appreciate it. And if you haven't already and want to see more videos on my channel just like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I make videos every single week covering finance, business, strategies, tips, tricks, you name it. I do it on this channel. And if you'd like to be notified so that way you are the first in line to see that video, be sure to hit that little notification bell as well, so that you're notified every time I upload a new one. See you in the next one.